Hey Moonrays, welcome back to my Sims 4 channel. I am so excited to be sharing this particular build with you guys today. This is being built in the world of, oh my god, why can I never remember anything the moment I start to record? Brindleton Bay, my god. We're building in the world of Brindleton Bay today, which came with the pack Cats and Dogs, of course. But I absolutely love this particular lot, and I definitely don't build on it enough. So I thought this would be the perfect spot to build a colonial inspired home, but the twist on this home is that it's actually a nostalgic 90s inspired home. So it's 1990s inspired and it's all decked out for the fall. This one is not really decorated for Halloween, it's strictly for the fall because I have some more Halloween builds coming out a little later on for you guys. But for this, I really just wanted to dive in and do a really cute and cozy fall decorated home. So hopefully you guys like it. This is actually probably my favorite build that I've done in a while. I know I say that every single time I come on here. I don't know why. Maybe I'm just outdoing myself. Maybe I'm getting better and better and my confidence is growing as a builder and I'm just happy every single time I build something. But I will say that there is a build coming out that I like, but it's definitely not my favorite. So keep an eye out for that. It's going to be a dark witch's cottage. So as you guys may already have seen, I did release a build where I built a cottage for a good witch, and now I built a cottage for a dark witch. I don't necessarily want to call her an evil witch. I don't know if she's an evil witch, but I think she dabbles in more dark magic than the good witch. I'm not gonna lie, I was definitely super inspired by Agatha all along. I don't know if any of you guys have seen that show yet, but I am absolutely obsessed with it. So WandaVision was one of my absolute favorite shows of all time. There honestly, like, it was a mini series. There honestly wasn't enough episodes of that show for me. I enjoyed it so much, and now I've been really into Agatha all along. So if you guys are watching that, be sure to let me know down in the comments below. I'd love to hear all of your thoughts on it because I am absolutely loving it. It's so cool and so funny, like surprisingly funny. I don't know why I was expecting it to not be funny. I was expecting it to be a lot more serious, and it is. I think it has a good balance in tones. But Catherine Hahn is like super amazing as Agatha. She's just super amazing in general, so I am absolutely loving that show. So I'm totally obsessed right now. But I actually went to the movies the other day, and there's a reason why I'm bringing this up after talking about Agatha all along. I went to the movies and finally got to see Beetlejuice, and I absolutely loved that movie. I thought it was a really good sequel to a movie that I really care about. It was super fun. I really enjoyed it. I brought my mom along with me, and she's not really as much of a Beetlejuice fan as I am, but even she enjoyed it too. But the reason I am bringing this up is because I went to see the movie at Regal, and they were giving away Agatha posters for free. So I got this Agatha All Along poster, and it is so freaking cool. It's based on episode 6, I believe is the episode, where it's all 70s inspired, and they do the cover of Lorna Woo's The Witch's Road. I love that episode so much, and this is just perfect for this room. I'm sorry the light was reflecting off of it, but it's so cute. I have like a pink and purple theme going on in this room, so it's gonna be so perfect to hang up in the background here. To be perfectly honest, my Regal never usually gives away anything cool, so I was so surprised to see those posters there. They also had a few of Sonic the Hedgehog, I think, and the other one was The Nightmare Before Christmas, which is actually on the back of the Agatha poster. So if you have a Regal near you and you're looking to go to the movies, I would check those out and see if they have any posters you'd be interested in. But the day that I went out to the movies, oh my gosh, I got a ton of shopping done for my upcoming Halloween special, my live stream that I'm going to be hosting over on Twitch. So I have been talking about this live stream for quite some time now, and I'm so excited to be hosting it. It's official now. I got a webcam. So basically, okay, let me backtrack just a little bit for those of you who aren't in the Discord or haven't been watching my videos and you don't know what I'm talking about. Basically, on October 31st, which is of course Halloween at 5 p.m. EST over on Twitch, I am going to be having a Halloween special where I do pumpkin painting. So yes, I bought a bunch of supplies for pumpkin painting. I bought 3 craft pumpkins because I want to be able to keep whatever I work on from the stream. But I also bought a bunch of painting supplies because I'll be honest, the paint supplies that I had are super old. I need to throw everything out. Everything's all dried up. So I just went and got a brand new pack. I haven't crafted in such a long time. I hope I can still do it. I'm not like a super talented person when it comes to painting or drawing, but I am what I consider to be a crafty person, if that makes any sense. I'm more of a crafter than an artist, if that makes sense. But some people might say that crafting is an art. I don't know. But that's the best way I can think to explain what I'm talking about here. But you guys seem to like when I do little hauls here on the channel. I do these because I genuinely just don't know what to talk about during speed build. So I just kind of catch you guys up on my life and things that I do and am doing. So I'm just going to show you guys the painting supplies that I bought. I don't have the pumpkins up here, and they're literally just like medium-sized craft pumpkins, nothing special. I got a white one and 2 orange, but these are the fun things. So I bought a bunch of brushes. So first I bought this pack of brushes, which honestly I got the biggest pack that I possibly could because, oh my god, wait a second. Hold on, I'm mad. I just realized that I spent more money than I should have because I thought that these were just foam brushes, but I'm looking on the back here right now and it's a bunch of different brushes. Wait a second. I literally bought another pack of brushes because they were purple, and I didn't need to do that. This comes with all sorts of brushes. Okay, that's super cool, but I'm kind of mad, and I'm not going to return these because they're purple. But I didn't need them. So that kind of sucks, but doesn't suck at the same time. I don't know. I don't know how to feel about this. But I got 2 packs of brushes. So these are a bunch of different foam brushes that I thought that I could kind of just throw out after I've used them. Although, crafty peeps, do you know if you're just supposed to throw these out after one use or if they can be salvaged for more than one use? Please let me know down in the comments below. But yeah, I bought those for kind of like covering the pumpkin with paint, and then I bought these so that way I could do more intricate designs. But then I got a couple of different things. So I have an idea that I'm not sure if it's going to work because I don't know if I have my craft mojo back yet. So we shall see. But I had this idea that I should get air dry clay. I used to play around with polymer clay all the time when I was a kid, like a teenager, and I would make charms out of polymer clay. And I'm like, you know what? It would be kind of cool if we could do like 3D designs on the pumpkin, but you shouldn't like bake a craft pumpkin in the oven. So I'm like, is air dry clay a thing? And it totally is. This is air dry clay. It's supposed to dry in 24 hours. So I have an idea for a pumpkin that I want to do. We will see if it works. I don't know, but you know, it'll be fun to experiment. And then the last thing I got was this big old pack of paints, acrylic paints, because I just needed all new paints. Everything was used up, dried up, so I just decided to get a whole big pack, and now we are set for the foreseeable future. So if I want to do this again next year, then I totally can, and I have all the supplies that I need, except for I'm going to have to get more pumpkins, and that's okay. In addition, I did tell you guys, I think in the last video, that I wanted to do something special for anybody who ends up either subscribing to my Twitch channel or cheering some bits. So I decided to get some sour candies. These are from Target. So this is our favorite day, I totally added a word, it's just favorite day, sour candy slime in blueberry, strawberry, and green apple. So this is what I'm going to be doing if somebody either subscribes or cheers bits. I haven't really thought about how I want to do that yet, how many bits it takes to get this, or how many subs. I don't know because I don't have a lot of things to try, so I will figure that out soon enough. And then I had trouble finding anything else that was really interesting, so I love sparkling water, and I decided that I wanted to try these Liquid Death, and I think that these are Halloween inspired flavors. I could be wrong, correct me if I'm wrong, I've never had these before, but if somebody either cheers bits or subs, I'm going to try some of these drinks. So this one is Severed Lime, which I think sounds so good, at least the lime part does. And then this one is Squeezed to Death, which I don't even know what flavor that is. Maybe lemon? I have no clue. Apple, maybe? I don't know. This this one's my favorite, Convicted Melon. That, I'm a sucker for a good pun, you all know that, so this one is my absolute favorite. So yeah, I hope that you guys will come and join my special Halloween live stream over on Twitch. I've been talking about this a lot, it's just because I'm super excited about it. I am going to be dressing up in costume, and I encourage you guys to participate in the pumpkin painting too, and as well as dressing up. I would love to see you guys' costumes. My costume is a little bit of a secret right now. It will be revealed on the live stream, and I'm really looking forward to that. So we're also going to be doing some spooky gaming as well. I kind of have an idea of what I'm going to be playing, and I've never played it before, so we shall see. There's definitely going to be a lot of fun activities going on for the Halloween live stream, and I hope to see you guys there. If you're not already following me over on Twitch, you can check out the link in the description. That will take you right to my page. My name over there is RaellyPlays instead of RaellySims, because we do a bunch of different things over there, not just The Sims. I play The Sims so often that when I stream, that's kind of my time to play anything that isn't The Sims. I do want to do some more Sims live streams though in the near future, but for now we play some like random games. We play a little bit of horror, we play some fun adventure games. Currently we're playing Life is Strange True Colors. I think I'm gonna end up finishing that either this week or next week, so that's super cool. And of course we play one of my absolute favorite games right now, which is Disney Dreamlight Valley. So if you're into that, I think you would really like coming over and hanging out with me and my community over on Twitch. It's super fun, and if you're into cozy and spooky vibes, then that's the place for you. But anyway, maybe I should talk a little bit about this house, because I have yapped, as I always do, throughout this entire build so far. We're already like 10 freaking minutes in. That is crazy. But I love this house so much. So again, I wanted to make a colonial style build, and so a very basic like exterior, and then just a really warm, inviting interior. So I wanted to make a super nostalgic 90s inspired house. So lots of warm colors, lots of warm toned wood. So I always remember growing up that my family had so much warm toned wood furniture from the 90s. We actually still have some of those pieces in the house now. So I definitely wanted to incorporate that into the build as much as possible. While I was doing this, I did look up a bunch of pictures just on Google for some 90s inspo, because I was just a little baby back in the 90s. So I don't remember a ton of things, but I tried to think back on what kind of things I had as a kid in my house growing up. So a lot of warm toned furniture. One thing that I added was a fish tank, because we did have a fish tank back in the day. When I was growing up, we actually had a bearded dragon named Marty, and I really don't like reptiles all that much, but I loved that bearded dragon so much. He was so cute. I remember I would go over and feed him like scraps of carrots. That's what he ate all the time. And then what I would do is I would actually go and play with him. So I would go up to the glass of the fish tank. He just like sat in a fish tank. I don't know. But but I would go up to the fish tank and I would like trace my finger around, and he would like lick after my finger. It was so cute. I loved him a lot. Unfortunately, I don't remember him as much as I would like to, because he passed away when I was very, very young. I think he passed away when we were moving from the apartment that I grew up in when I was a little kid, and then the childhood home that we ended up moving into. So that was unfortunate and a little bit sad, but I really liked Marty, and so that's why I wanted to include a wooden fish tank in the build. I thought that was super cute and very nostalgic for me. Aside from that, I just wanted to think back on what kind of like lamps we had when I was a kid. I remember my mom had a specific type of lamp that was like gold, and it had kind of a frosted lampshade that was glass. So I ended up using that one lamp from Cats and Dogs in the living room that's like stained glass. It's not at all what my mom had, but I kind of wanted to put something that sort of represented that item. The entire downstairs is hardwood flooring, but every single bedroom has carpeting. Carpeting was like a huge thing in like the 80s and 90s, not so much anymore, but I definitely wanted that like cushy like 90s carpet feel in these rooms. So I used a base game carpet in a couple of the rooms, and then I used one from that pack, that kit. What is that called? I don't know. It was the one that I think Plumbella made. I could be wrong. I apologize if I'm wrong, but it comes with a lot of super cutesy like pink girly things. It comes with a carpet. I don't know. But we also used like some unique color combos like light pink and teal. I remember light pink and teal was a big thing in like the very early 90s and like late 80s. So I thought I would put that all over the place. I made the office in this house specifically. There's so much pink. There's so much pink and teal in that room, and I'm kind of here for it. I really am living for it. The thing is, like, teal always reminds me of those cups from the mall when we would go as kids. We would go and get like fountain drinks, and they would be in those cups. You know, the cups. I'll have a picture on the screen somewhere. You know, those cups, those wonderful, wonderful cups that everything seemed to taste better from. I absolutely loved those, and I wish that we would bring them back. So anyway, I think that I imagined this family having 3 kids. 3 kids? I think I'm right about 3 kids. No, 4. Okay. So in this house, I think will be a teenaged girl. So she has her own bedroom. It's very pink and very early 90s inspired. And then there's a little baby boy. I don't know if he's actually a baby or a toddler. I don't know. I don't actually end up making these Sims like I probably should, but that's my kind of idea, is that it's a little baby boy living in one of these rooms. And the other room is for just like, it's really generic. It's just for like 2 girls sharing a bedroom. I don't know. I'm not good when it comes to building for children. I don't know any children. I'm not good with children. So I'm like, I don't know what kids would want in their room. So it's all very generic. I do like the teen girls room. I thought that turned out cool, but the other rooms are kind of like meh. I just don't know what to do. But I always love like the family rooms. Bedrooms are probably my least favorite to decorate in a house. My favorite rooms to do are kitchens and living areas and dining rooms and offices, you know, family rooms, places where people gather or places where people do work. That's really fun for me. Bedrooms are harder because I think that those should have a little bit more personality, and I always think that my bedrooms end up turning out so generic, but oh well. I will try to improve upon that. We will see how that goes. But what have you guys been up to lately? Is everything going good in your life? Let me know down in the comments below. If anything good is happening to you, please be sure to share that down in the comments if it's not too personal, because I always love having some nice good vibes going down in the comment section. I'll be honest, there's not a whole lot going on in my life right now. It's been kind of a dull period, but that is okay. I'm totally okay with a dull period in my life. I like when there's not a lot going on because then it's not chaotic. I'm a very low-key person. I'm very introverted, so if there's not a lot going on, that works for me. I'm cool. I love just like sitting around in my house and playing video games and just living a quiet little life. That's what I like. So I don't get out much. I don't do a whole lot of exciting things. Hence why I end up getting excited about new paints that I've bought and Agatha All Along posters. That's okay though. I think it's good to find the joy in the little things in life. Am I right? I think I'm right. Although one thing that happened to me lately that was super exciting is that I actually got my first ever payout from Twitch the other day. Actually, it was probably like a week ago now, but that was so exciting. Everybody got like their Twitch payouts early for some reason, and I was not expecting it at all. Of course, it's not a lot of money, you know, but it's not about the amount of money. It's about seeing my hard work kind of come to life and actually seeing something for working so hard. That is so cool. But of course, I couldn't have done it without all of you guys who support me here in the community, here in the Moonrays community, everyone who watches my Twitch, everybody who supports me financially over on there is just like, I'm so thankful for them. I'm so thankful for everybody who has subbed and cheered and has gotten me a step closer to being able to make content creation my job, because that's my dream. Is I've always wanted to be a content creator. So hopefully we're on the right track, I think, here, which is super cool. Any bit of money that I make, no matter how big or how small, just goes into my savings, whether that ends up being used for literally just like my savings and I don't touch it, or I end up using it for, I don't know, like potential upgrades in my setup, things like that. So thank you all for supporting me here on YouTube and over on Twitch. I really do appreciate it. You guys have seriously changed my life for the better, and I'm really grateful for all of you. But I'm not going to spend too much time talking about how much I love you guys, because I feel like I come on here literally every single time and just gush over you guys and get super emotional, and then I want to cry. So I'm not going to do that today. Just know that you are very much appreciated and I love and adore you. My hair looks so bad today. It is getting so freaking long. I'm doing some big things to it next month, as I've talked about, and I'm very excited about that. So hopefully it'll be looking better very soon. But as much as I love the interior of this home, I'm really excited to be able to show you guys the exterior, because I went all out with the landscaping, at least all out for me. I think that landscaping is one of my weaker points in this game. I do kind of struggle with that, but I decided to get outside my comfort zone, and instead of placing bushes everywhere, although I did kind of still place bushes everywhere, I'm not gonna lie, but I decided to do some proper landscaping, and I'm really pleased with how it came out. I ended up using a lot of yellow and orange flowers to kind of tie in with a bunch of pumpkins that I placed everywhere. I wanted this house on the exterior to have, well, in the interior too, but I wanted this house on the exterior to have a very warm, inviting feel, just something that put you in the mind of fall. So I ended up doing, I think, a brick pathway at the front of the house, which is so beautiful. I love that. And then I did a bunch of landscaping the whole way around the house. It surrounds the entire thing, and I'm kind of here for it. I think I like it, and I'm excited for you guys to see it. But let me tell you, I think it was cottage living. Cottage living came in clutch because I needed all kinds of pumpkins. So I think it was cottage living, and what was the other one? Oh gosh, I think it was the spooky stuff pack, which isn't that great of a pack, but you can access a bunch of pumpkins in debug, and that's really helpful. I really loved using those. So pumpkins are placed all over the place, but especially on the outside. I placed so many pumpkins going up the front stairs, and I think I ended up placing a couple of them at the back as well, because there ends up being a back porch. Nothing too crazy, just a table for the family to sit at, and I think we ended up using the pumpkin carving station out there as well. So that's really cool. As some of you may already know, I really don't go into live mode all that often, so I've never actually played with the pumpkin carving station, but I think it's a cute idea, so I wanted to make sure that I placed that. Of course, this house will be up on the gallery. I don't know if it's going to be up on the gallery by the time this video is uploaded, because to be honest, I kind of have a bunch of builds that I need to post to the gallery, and I just haven't had the time. So hopefully all at once, a bunch of them will go up. So just give me a little bit of time, and hopefully this build will be on the gallery soon for you guys to play in if you want. I think this would be a cute house to have a Thanksgiving meal in. I think that would be really adorable. I don't know what they call Thanksgiving in this game. It's something else, but I don't know what it is. I don't know. My favorite room in this house might be the bathroom, the upstairs bathroom with the teal and the pink combo. That's pretty iconic. I'm not gonna lie. I really like the warm wood with the pink and teal. Very 90s, and I'm here for it. How many times am I gonna say I'm here for it? I think I'm tooting my own horn just a little bit. But this yard was so much freaking fun to do. It's not really anything crazy. I don't like to do a lot of yard with a bunch of like fancy seating areas and places to entertain. I really love to do just a simple yard. So all I did was I put a pathway to the front of the house, and then there's also, I did like a terrain painting moment over by the back door, just so that it came off of the back porch, and I just wanted it to be kind of like a simple dirt path, like somebody just like walks over that all the time to get to the front yard or whatever, and it was like a natural path. I love that in The Sims. I don't know why. I guess it just seems like a little bit of storytelling. So there's a natural path at the back, and then there's these really beautiful stairs that are lined with a whole bunch of pumpkins. I don't know, I think the pumpkins, the orange pumpkins, just complement the brick so freaking much. I think it's so pretty. And we also used these I don't know what they're called. They're these plants from Seasons that I really don't use because they take up a lot of space, but they were perfect to put at the front of the house. I think we end up using them at the back too. And then I also wanted to use a swing set, because what kid doesn't want a swing set at their house? So I thought that would be a little bit of a cute thing to add to the front and make it look a little more, I don't know, livable. because there wasn't much to the yard, like I said. So I needed a little something to serve a bit of a purpose so that the kids could go out there and hang in the front yard. And then of course we do have the landscaping that I did. I did the landscaping just by starting out painting what I wanted to follow, if that makes any sense. So I added the terrain paint in the shape that I wanted it to be and then lined it with the plants that I was wanting to use. So I just ended up filling everything in. So basically I just did it backwards from what I normally do. I normally just add all of the plants and then I do the terrain painting to give it a little bit of a shadow look. But I think this worked out better because I really understood what kind of shape I was going for with the landscaping. And I was just so obsessed with it that I decided to do it the whole way around the house, and I really like it. Hopefully you guys do too. I think it's really cheery and definitely it does put me in the mind of fall, and that was the goal. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted this to be a very nostalgic looking fall family home, and I think the mission was accomplished. I'm very happy with how it turned out. I think you guys can tell that already, but I hope you guys are liking it too. I also totally forgot that I actually went around and placed gnomes in the landscaping as well, because that's not something that I normally do. Just a little bit of a fact about me. I'm really not a huge fan of gnomes. They kind of creep me out a little bit, and not in a good way. Like, some creepy things I'm intrigued by and I enjoy, but this is like the bad kind of creeped out. I just don't really like them at all, especially because I swear that an old neighbor of mine, he had gnomes, and I swear he would go out and like change the positioning of them to mess with me. So that's upsetting, and I'm definitely like traumatized by that, and I don't like it. But I used some gnomes. I thought it kind of fit the vibe for this house, and I ended up using these orange hedges. I think they're called hedges. I don't know anything about landscaping, but I ended up using these like burnt orange reddish colored hedges, and those kind of like lined the fencing on the outside, which I thought was really pretty and definitely brought in more of those fall colors which we needed. So I did that, and that's basically it. I didn't really go all out with the landscaping. I just didn't want to. I wanted it to just look like a normal, everyday front yard. You know, there's not a whole lot to it, and that's okay. Not everybody has a big, grand front and backyard, you know? That's just how it is. It's just a cozy little place, I think. Well, I say little. I mean, I guess the yard is little. I don't know. But, I mean, the house is kind of big. It's pretty decent size. Hi, Bubby. Hi, Bubby. But of course, if you guys are interested in seeing more fall/Halloween inspired builds here on the channel for the month of October, and maybe even going into a little bit of November, please let me know if you have any ideas, things that you would like to see me try to create in the game. I'm all for ideas and suggestions. Again, I do have that Witch's Cottage coming out hopefully soon after this, but after that I really don't. I'm starting to run out of ideas. So let me know if you guys have any. I would gladly try my best to create them. But yeah, this back porch isn't anything crazy, but I do think it's pretty cozy. I would very happily hang out on this back porch. I think it's really sweet. But I ended up using a couple of things to kind of make it look a little more lived in, or not lived in, but realistic, I guess would be the word. So I used, I think, the wind chimes. The wind chimes is something that I just forget about almost every single time I build. I don't include those very often, but I think they're super sweet. The other thing that I added was the breaker box, and I also added a ping pong table because there was still some space left on the porch, and I'm like, you know what, this is a big family. I imagine that maybe they have big family celebrations at their house where they invite people to their home to stay with them for a while, and they like to have a bunch of different activities, things that they want to do together. So I thought the ping pong table would be fun to add since we had this space for it. I used those trees from Cats and Dogs too. That was something that I really wanted to use from the very beginning because those Cats and Dogs trees are probably my favorite in the whole entire game. I love them so much, and I love all of the swatches on them, so that way you can make it look like the leaves are changing color. So beautiful, so cute. Absolutely love that idea, and I want to see that on more of our trees and bushes in this game. I love being able to have swatches on those, and it makes landscaping so much more fun. I'm not even going to ask the Sims team to do that for me because I feel like every single time I come on here and talk to you guys and I beg the Sims to add something to their game, so I don't want to look greedy, so I'm not going to beg for more swatches on the trees and bushes even though I want them. So let's just ignore that. We'll move on. I just love this game, and when you play it as much as I do, you discover a whole bunch of things that would make your experience playing the game more pleasurable, more fun. So, you know, that's just how it is. I play this game too much. Too much. I probably play this game way too much. Although I would say that there's probably a lot of people out there who play it way more than I do. And I don't say that with judgment. I wish I could play this game even more than I do. But there's probably people who have way more hours in the game than I do, even though I think that I play this game too much. So let me know down in the comments below how many hours you have in The Sims 4. I am looking right now. I have 2,603 hours in this game in 41 minutes. That is kind of insane. That's a lot. So let me know your hours in this game down in the comments below. I am so freaking curious. I love to hear how many hours people have put into this game. But we are coming up on the screenshots now, you guys. So thank you all so much for watching. I really hope you did enjoy this build. If you're new around here and you haven't already, please be sure to subscribe to become a member of the Moon Rays. And if you've made it this far, please remember to like the video. That just helps me out as a creator. And if you'd like to go a little bit further in helping me in my content creation journey, you can become a channel member. There will be a link down in the description below. It's $4.99 to support me monthly as a creator, and you will receive shout outs from me and have your name featured in future videos. Of course, there's absolutely no pressure though. Just watching this video alone helps me out a ton. I hope you all are having a really fantastic day, and until the next one, I'll talk to you all soon. Bye everybody.
Happy birthday.